Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. Today we have a curated bead box unboxing, and this is June 2024. So let's see what's in here. Oh, look at that! Sea and sand. Wow, this is my box. You know me and the beach. If you follow me for any amount of time, you know how much I love the ocean. Look at all them colors. Here, I'm just going to hold this here for a little bit while I give the spiel. So, Curated Bead Box is a monthly subscription. They have really nice beads. I've actually been very pleased with 99% of them. And I will leave down in the description box below, I'll leave information on how you can get your curated bead box and a really, really good coupon code. You get a really big discount for your first box. So if you're thinking about getting it, I highly recommend that you try them out and use my coupon code. Now, with Curated Bead Box, besides the beads that you get, you also get what they call a findings kit. And in fact, let's see, where is it? Findings starter kit is what they call it. By the way, their sister store is thedollarbead.com. And if you don't want to get the subscription, but you like something you see, you can go to that website and use these little numbers here to order that. But anyway, back to the starters kit. If you are just new to making jewelry, or you really don't make a whole lot of jewelry, or you know somebody who would like to start making jewelry, this is a really good gift that you could actually give to them or to yourself. All right, let's open this up and see the details in here. Whoops. All right, they come in a great, nice little box here. You could store your beads in. They wrap them up in tissue paper. Ooh. I see some sea turtles. I love sea turtles. I see lots of greens and blues. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if a bag broke or does it have a hole in it? Huh. Oh, the bag split. Let me get these back in here. Anyway, let me get organized and I'll come back and show you in detail all these goodies. All right, I have everything organized and we're going to start with the finder's kit. Or the findings kit. I don't know why I keep calling it the finders kit. I think I did that on my last video too. It's the findings kit. And they include crimp beads, elastic, beading wire, memory wire, head pins, jump rings, ear wires, and lobster clasps. Here's the memory wire for bracelets. And you know, you can use this memory wire to make earrings too. I actually have a few tutorials on my channel where I show how to do that. We've got beading wire, then we have ear wires. So I like the silver, I'm really happy to see that. We have the elastic cording, and here's the lobster claw clasps. And these are crimp beads. I don't use crimp beads. I hate crimp beads. I think they look tacky. I know a lot of people probably going, no, they don't, but I just don't like them. To me, they don't look finished, and they're very hard to use. And I use, not lobster, but they call them clamshell bead caps or bead tips. Sometimes they call them crimp bead covers because they cover these crimp beads, but I have several videos where I don't use these. I use those other things and just tie knots. So if you're interested, like I said, I have several videos on how I do that for necklaces and bracelets. But these do make good spacer beads. We have jump rings, which I like their jump rings, and I really like their head pins. They're kind of wonky and all, but they straighten out really nicely. So that is the Findings Starter Kit. I think I'm calling it the Finder's Kit. That's kind of findings and starters mixed up. All right, let's get into the beads here. The first thing we have are these beauties. They're 10 millimeter lime green marble style glass beads, an 8-inch string. Those are really pretty. Okay, and these next beads are 10 millimeter light turquoise crackle glass beads, 8-inch string. Seems like we got these back in April. And they are not turquoise. They are definitely blue. And you can see the crackling in there. I love the crackle. I love the painted glass and the crackling. Those are really pretty. Then this next thing we have is an 8 millimeter grass green crackle glass bead, 16-inch string. That's a lot of beads there. Look how pretty they are. And I'm looking on my screen. I don't think they're showing up as pretty as they are in person. So we got a lot of blue and green. In fact, this right here is more of a Caribbean blue. That's what that is. All right, the next thing we have is an 8 millimeter rust gray duo style glass bead, a 10-inch string. Those are really pretty. And then I really like these next ones. 6 millimeter crystal crackle glass bead, 16-inch string. Now, these, it says sea and sand. So I'm from Florida, and we don't really have sand this color. I think this is supposed to be more like sand, and maybe there is sand that's more this color, but to be honest with you, the sand is more this color, particularly if you go in the panhandle of Florida. I don't know if y'all ever been to Destin or Pensacola. Those are some beautiful beaches. And this more reminds me of the sand. And this more reminds me of the water. All right. So what is next? Oh, we have all these little packages here. 1 ounce. It's about 1 ounce. Ocean Designer Glass Bead Mix. Let's open this up and see what's in it. They're into these bead mixes like this lately too, I've noticed. Last several months. That's a pretty bead. I like that bead a lot. There's only one though. Bummer. Would have made a nice pair of earrings to have like that. Some of these beads are kind of a weird shape. I like them. I like weird stuff. That almost looks like a dumbbell. Or maybe a bow tie. I don't know if you can see it, the shape of it. We have a few little bicones and some little boxes. That's a nice variety of beads there. So the next thing we have here is about a 1 ounce green with silver line glass bead mix. Okay, there's a bead mix. Most of them have the green with the silver line in the middle. But there's also, oh, they all have that, huh? They're just different shapes. Those are kind of interesting. I see 2 different shapes in there, and they all have that green with the silver line in the middle. These are cool. I like these. I love the color of them. They are, let's see, what are they calling these? About a 1 ounce, 16 millimeter aqua brown dyed coconut ring mix. Now they don't have any holes except for the big giant hole. So probably what you would need to do is wire. You could use 2 wires or 1 wire. I'm going to have to play around with those. I actually have some of these from someplace else, and they have holes. So you could, put your string through there and put a bead in the middle. But these, you're not going to be able to do that, I don't think. I'm going to play around. I'm not for sure what I would use these for, but I do love the color of them. So these next things, okay. Let me just say this. Let me tell you what they're calling them, and then pet peeve here. So they're calling these a 1 ounce 16 millimeter puka shell bead. These are not puka shells. These are called cowrie shells. It drives me nuts that people call these pukas. Hang on a second. These are puka beads, okay? These right here. These are actually a tiger puka. A lot of times the puka beads will be solid white. These actually came from Hawaii. A friend of mine brought all these shells back from Hawaii to me in the 70s when I was in high school, and I made this necklace. Yes, I have not taken apart. This is one of my first pieces that I made. But anyway, these are pukas. These are cowrie. Puka, cowrie. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox, but I will direct you to a video that I have all about puka beads. So let's move on. They do have holes here. There's a number of things you could do with these. You could make earrings out of them. I don't know. I probably definitely will be using them for something. This one's really pretty. I like that one a lot. All right, let me put these away and go to the next thing. We've got some spacer beads coming up. 12 millimeter silver metal spacer beads, and there's 6 of them. If I can get this open. Oh, these are nice. I like the little swirly in the middle. These have some good weight to them too. Hole through it like that. These would make just fun little earrings, just simple earrings like that. I'd probably put a bead on the top, but you wouldn't have to. I know a lot of y'all like very simple jewelry, and those would make nice simple jewelry. The next thing are these crab, starfish, turtle, silver metal charms, and there's 6 of them. Oh, I like these. We have sea turtles. We have starfish. Oh, and then we have these crabs. I love the crabs. You know, my mom's birthday is in June, and Cancer is her sign. I may have to make her some crab earrings. That would be fun. Yep, I see some crab earrings for my mom coming up. All right, the last thing we have here is a 58 by 42 millimeter turtle silver metal pendant. Now, this guy looks very familiar to me. If I'm not mistaken, we've had him before. It was a couple of years ago. And because I remember the hole in his neck. I remember that being a very strange place for a hole. In fact, I remember correctly, I think it was in a March bead box. I may be wrong on that. But I do remember there were tassels in there. And I had hung a tassel on the back. And I made a necklace. And I didn't really like the necklace that well, so I actually turned it into a Christmas ornament. So I have a couple videos on him. I would show it to you, but I believe the Christmas ornament is with the Christmas decorations up in the attic. So I really can't get to him. But I know we've had him before. Anyway, this is a fun box. Even though I'm not happy how they call these puka shells, because they're not puka shells, I do like all of this stuff. It's very beautiful. I love the colors, and I am very eager to start creating with this. Now, like I said before, I do have a good coupon code for you, information on how you can get your box if you're interested. And I want to thank y'all for joining me. Have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.